यदा ही न इंद्रियार्थेषु न कर्मस्वनुषज्यते सर्वसंकल्प सन्यासी योगारूढ़स्तद उच्यते. Hello friends, this is the fourth shlok of the sixth chapter of Bhagavad Gita, and today we will understand this shlok in detail. So let's first go over its meaning. So the shlok says, Yada hina indriyartheshu, which means when neither in the meaning of senses, na karma swanu shajjate, which means nor muffled in action, sarva sankalpa sannyasi, which means one who takes the resolution of complete renunciation, Roga Rudhas Taduchyate, which means is called an elevated yogi. So, in the previous shlok, Shri Krishna said that the yogi who displays his righteousness, he is the one who accumulates karma, while the elevated yogi, he is the one who seeks peace. Now, in this shlok, Shri Krishna further elaborates on that shlok, and he says that the one who is the elevated yogi, he does not really places himself in the meaning of senses, and nor does he place himself in action. He is the one who has completely renounced everything, and that is how he attains peace, and that is how he becomes the elevated yogi. So, the idea over here basically is in terms of attaining peace, and how one can attain peace so that he can become one with the divinity, because the elevated yogi is the one whose priority is to be one with the divinity and nothing else. And so, because an elevated yogi is seeking unity with the divinity, therefore, this he can only attain by attaining peace. And this peace is attained by not placing the self either in the senses or in the action. So, a yogi is the one who does not attach himself with the senses, and he does not attach himself with the action. He is the one who has given up everything. So, the idea here is to give up everything. A person who has given up everything is the one who can attain peace. How that is the case, we can understand by just understanding why we attach ourselves with the senses or action. So, when we experience this external world, then we see many bright objects over there. And when we see these bright objects, we feel that we need them. That we feel because we feel a sort of incompleteness inside us. And this incompleteness inside us arises because the person lacks the knowledge. The person lacks the knowledge about the true self, who he really is. He lacks the knowledge that he is basically divine. He forgets that. When he forgets that, then he seeks for completion outside the world. When he seeks for completion outside the world, then he engages in his senses. He seeks things outside, and to gain those things from outside, he then acts. And so he starts to think that he is acting, he starts to think that he is the one who is experiencing. And because of this, he feels a sense of incompleteness inside him. And this incompleteness is the one which gives rise to conflict, and with that, he loses his peace. So, the person who knows that there is no completeness in the external senses, there is no completeness in the actions that one has to perform in the external world, he just gives up everything, and he reaches a state where he does not really need anything. He is satisfied within himself. Such a person is the one who can attain peace, and he is the one who is truly happy. He is the one who actually has everything that is needed to find completeness. The completeness is basically in giving up all the desires. The desires are the ones who give rise to the sense of incompleteness inside us. And if you just give up those desires, then you are complete in yourself. There is nothing else that you need. So that is what an elevated yogi actually is. He's the one who does not really need anything. And so when we want to really understand who is the real yogi, we should see this thing in a person. We should see that the person is complete within himself. He does not really need anything from the external world. It's very difficult actually to really find such a person, and it's also very difficult for us to really identify such a person, because such a person will not be flashy. He will not be the one who will be showing all his great things, or his righteousness, while we basically can only evaluate a person based on what that person is displaying, and therefore we many a times get lost in terms of finding the real yogi. So Shri Krishna over here is really giving us a clue in terms of telling us who the real yogi is. The real yogi is the one who is satisfied in the self. He does not really make any display of anything. He generally remains quiet. He generally does not really feel any reason to engage with others. He's just satisfied in the self. He's always happy. That is the kind of person who is actually a real yogi. So we have to keep that in mind. And the next time, if we want to really see who the real yogi is, we should keep this idea in mind. So I hope that I have explained this shlok in well to you. With that, I will close this video. I will see you all in the next video. Take care.